Hello everyone, and welcome back to the sleep. I wanted to say the sleeping city, but the sinking city. But yeah. So before we get into it, a few things to go over. I haven't recorded this in a while because I can't remember if this was one of the games that also kept crashing, like The Witcher 3. Which I'm not entirely sure if that's graphical issues or if it's, you know, that random encounter mod and other stuff we have installed on it. But it almost seems like almost everything I've been playing lately just crashes. Which is really starting to get irritating. Like, Prey was... There were parts where Prey was fine. There were parts where Prey just did not want to cooperate at all. And there was also another game that I need to start uploading at some point that I've recorded a lot of, that also has issues with, well, it gives me a whole thread that's, it's like missing or something. That's our favor. Pretty sure I have issues with like anything that's thread at 11 or above. I don't know why. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be very complicated to fix because there's no easy way to just uninstall Dreadettes and then reinstall Dreadettes because it's like, oh yeah, I'll just, you know, run a Dreadette installer. No, because it's stupid and says, oh, it's already installed, can't do anything. There's no, well, I'll just reinstall it or uninstall and then reinstall. Nothing like that. So that pretty much screws me on pretty much anything modern. Because almost everything uses at least Dreadettes 11 or 12 now. Or Vulkan. I'm not even sure if I have Vulkan support. And soon there'll be like Dreadettes 13. I mean, we're on Windows. I mean, there's Windows 11 now. That's the thing. I'm still on 10 because I don't even think I could get Windows 11 because of reasons. My other computer is still on Windows 7, and it has been having little notifications that just, well, not little, notifications practically every few hours that pop up and say, oh, you don't have a genuine version of Windows because it's still Windows 7, and therefore it doesn't have support. So, yeah, but it's from laptops from like 2008, so not much I could do about that. It's just going to constantly say, oh, yeah, this is not Windows. But it is. It's Windows 7, you idiot. If I want it to be Windows 7, it's going to be Windows 7. Because it actually turns on faster than this computer. This computer has to go through like 5 loading screens because Windows 10. Anyway. Yeah, 5 different loading screens because
Vote for Oakmont.
doesn't.
Your vote is your choice. Choose wisely.
I'm the Oompa Loompa. Because, like, there's the Intel /Arian loading screen. Right. Then there's a Windows loading screen, which looks like it's buffering or some bullshit. Then goes to a black screen afterwards. Then that black screen goes to a pink screen, which, you know, because my color configuration, which is basically the Windows Update screen, which, you know, if there's Windows Update, you're basically screwed for like 20 to 30 minutes, which always sucks, and I hate Windows Updates. Then after that, then goes to the login screen, which is basically, hey, your picture and then the background and all that. So yeah, that's like 5 loading screens. just to turn on a Windows 10 thing. God forbid how many Windows 11 would have. Don't even want to know. My Windows 7 one's like 1, 2, maybe 3 bands on in like a couple of minutes compared to like 10 or so just to turn this thing back on. Yeah, that sucks. Technology, everyone. But anyway, so we haven't really done the secret in a while. I meant to do more, but I got stuck in, you know, doing Prey. And after Prey, it was like, well, I'm just gonna keep recording the thing that I haven't started uploading yet. And then depression kicked back in, and it's like, well, I'm just gonna go, oh god, I don't have anything I want to do. Oh god, what do I do? What do I do? Entered one of those states again. Ended up getting back into Mass Effect again because I can actually run Mass Effect. Because I don't run the Legendary Edition. Because why would I get something that's probably going to destroy my computer? Like, the only real game that's probably going to be too advanced that I want to do is Vampyr the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And even then, that's probably going to be... yeah. I'm detecting issues if we tried to do that. Of course, they keep delaying it and getting rid of people working on it and all that fun stuff. Oh yeah, there's also potentially Mass Effect 4 in the future, which... well, you know how well Andromeda went, so... I'm not sure we'll even try that. I mean, it's probably going to be like a 200 gig game to download or some bullshit like that now, and it's not going to be fun at all.
As much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
But anyway.
Fish? Fresh fish?
Fish?
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy.
I
Leave
forgot
enough
the
for
talk
everyone.
button.
Fish?
Do you want a fishy?
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
So, free fish?
Fish? Fresh fish?
No one wants free fish.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy.
Do you want a fishy? Do you want a fishy?
Fish?
Do you want a fishy? Do you want a fishy? Do you want a fishy? Do you want a fishy?
I mean...
Fish? Fresh fish?
why is no one...
Take as much as you need.
You think,
It won't
given the
cost you a penny.
situation, there would be hundreds of people out here just
Don't
wanting
be shy.
fresh fish.
Leave enough for everyone. Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need.
mean-
It won't cost you a penny.
They don't even look that horrible, really.
Fish? Fresh fish?
Okay, enough of the fresh
Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. Leave enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
Yeah, by the way, oh god, showing that thing with the mouse. Oh god, that is just horrifying.
Sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. And each of us.
Well, we have to look at
This
that
city
for the
is
next
short
video,
on
don't we?
everything except dirt, rain, and things that want to kill you. Yet, you just give away food for free. What's your angle?
Angle? There's no angle, Charlie. Not everyone can hide in fancy manners like the grand families. And our hearts tell us we must do more.
How many hearts
We've
do you
decided to
have?
seize our own fate and rise above this disaster. I think it's going well. The sea's good to us, and it blesses us with abundance.
Uh-huh. Well, it depends how Dagon's feeling that day.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet.
Well,
As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Oh, and how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
Sacrifice. There will be loss.
Yeah, by the way, what does it
What does
mean?
EOD stand for?
Everyone's obvious duty. When we began, it also had is to help each other.
No.
But we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
There will be darkness. And each of
Is-
us has a part to play.
I wish I could go back up and see that.
There will be sacrifice. There will be loss.
Esoteric? No. Anyway.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
So, side
Oh,
quest.
you're kidding me. What for?
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
Don't call me Charlie. So, do I get, like, free upgrades, levels, do I get shiny equipment that I can buy for spatial rank members and all
So,
that?
are there any benefits for joining the EOD?
We don't do this for
Can you
money,
give me a
Charlie.
shotgun?
We do this because it's the right thing to do. Think of it as working towards a higher purpose.
Like being a fish person.
There will be sacrifice.
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm a detective.
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Fine.
Fine. Count me in.
Good. Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
Okay,
See you
then,
later.
bye. Okay, seriously. That's
Each of us has a part to
Can we stop doing that?
I'm not in the mood, newcomer. If you want to talk, see Anna. She's in charge here.
And it is only fair
Oh,
to be
fine.
afraid. Titanic forces are at work, infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable, incomprehensible. There will be sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. But these are the hallmarks of a pivotal moment in time.
No, you don't say.
And each of us has a part to play.
Yeah.
Interesting speech. You really think there's an upside to all this?
Absolutely. The darker the day, the brighter we can all shine. And we will all shine again soon. All that's needed is faith. I am called Evernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message.
Backwards.
Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed. Good to meet you.
Exactly.
Blackwood. You're a member of the Grand Family.
I am indeed the last of that line. inheritor of an empty mansion and a severed history.
Let's see then. Oh god, it's doing that thing again.
I'll see you around.
Why is that a thing? Oh, so can I just do... It's been a while. Give me a second. No quick save. Oh well, boop. Oh well, it's manual save then. And this guy here looks sus, doesn't he? I mean, who wears a pink shirt in this set?
Hey, knock it off!
Oh, so your hair. What is going on with your hair?
Watch yourself.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
Watch yourself.
Okay, we already did what's his face price over here. Right?
You won't find a better house at that price.
This used to be an okay place to live.
So now we go downhill. And the sea... I guess that's to keep out thieves, you know. We'll put a box in the way.
The door won't budge.
The sea provides. Hey.
The door won't budge.
Oh wait, no, I serve the sea, not the sea provides. Where's this guard? Guard? Guard. And of course he's gone. Guard. Good guard. Now I can do this again.
Do you want a fishy? 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 Do you want a fishy?
Anyway. The fuck am I supposed to be going? Casework? Uh-huh. Oh, I have to go to a different building. It's located in the shadows on... Great. I hate this stuff. But it's pretty much the whole game, so oof. Now this storage is in the western shadows. On Hockey Lane. Let me just twist my head so I can read the lanes better. Hawking Lane. Between Warren Street and Liberty Road. So, boop. Boop. Actually, compass mark. Boop. Yay. Herp, herp, herp. And away we go. Herp, herp, herp. Now I'm pretty sure we're going to teleport get closer, but... oh well. We can go for a short jog. And since it's an actual story one, it hopefully shouldn't be inside one of those. Well, this area was just overrun and what they call infested areas, you know. Infested areas. Should be in one of those at least. Oh, yeah, we have to go across here. Okay. I need to stop doing that. Who the hell decided to put the BYD on it? These are used sometimes every. But still, they're not real right. And so I was on temperature to re-record Mass Effect again. But I'm pretty sure I did that recently after watching, Death episode. Because, you know, definitely didn't have access to all the DLC, so I had to play it myself to, you know, have access to all the DLC. But most of them aren't that great. But that Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC, that's still one of my favorite DLCs. Wow, that and Blood and Wine for Witcher 3. Cause Blood and Wine for Witcher 3 is pretty much like what I would consider like an expansion more than a DLC. This just, I mean, it's a 30-hour DLC or more, depending. It's pretty great. Like, The Witcher 3 has to be one of my top recommended games, just cause, like, usually it goes on sale, and usually you can get for like $20 or so. It's probably that guy to talk to. But yeah, for like $20 or so, you can buy a game that lasts like 200 some hours. That's pretty great, honestly. Compared to buying like a new game that costs like $60 and only lasts like 4 to 8 hours. Yeah. Anyway.
You got business here.
I serve the sea.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Yeah, well, what happened? Dude?
Can you tell me what happened? And don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark.
Why can't I
He
have
got
that?
away, that Dane. But I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Where's my harpoon
Yeah,
gun?
that's a bit of a puzzler.
Yeah, that is a good question. Why steal what you can get for free?
What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his, bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
Oh, hi, creepy cat, rat, demon, thing.
And what did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Where'd you go?
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
The wild secrecy.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
Yeah, the higher ups and the everyone's duty.
All right. Well,
Because that's the thing.
that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
The only problem is I would consider everyone's duty. I would consider everyone to be one word. Not... Yeah. Anyway, we'll go over here on Boop. Yes, Boop. Time to start our investigation. No, it's just a throw harpoon. Not good old, you know, harpoon.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
Yeah, well, he must have, you know, that fish person's strength.
The hull's fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all.
So, you know, no demonic taint or anything. No, I was like those were boats. I can't take boats. You know, everyone just leaves boats lying around. Like, aren't boats supposed to be a currency in this situation? But everyone just leaves them lying around. Well, I guess it's like pretty much any game where there's just money lying around all over the place. Like, take Far Cry 5, for example, where it's just, oh, by the way, here's just money everywhere, because, you know, there's just some inconsistencies, like Far Cry 5, Like, one of the first prepper stashes you get to is, like, flooded. And there's just paper money sitting under the water, not floating or anything. And then you go and pick it up and it's just perfectly fine. Like, it's paper money. I'm pretty sure if it was flooded, that would not be in that good a condition.
That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere.
Huh.
There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous.
Poisoning the fishes. Right. And I also tried doing Far Cry 5 again. It just closes the desktop. I don't know why. Doesn't give me an error. Nothing I can decipher. Same with Far Cry New Dawn, except for that one takes a little longer to close. I'm guessing it's that whole Red Dead 11 situation. Because I tried doing like Far Cry 3 with Red Dead 11 and it crashed. Went back to 9 and it's perfectly fine. Oh. Do I hear Wild Beast? It's been a while since I fought Wild Beast. Problem is, it's probably coming uphill. Or, like, why is stealth even a thing? Like, I'm pretty sure it knows I'm here. But I want to point out, yeah, story instance. There's just one of those. Now, if this was any regular side quest, there'd be like, you know, 4 of those, one of the big ones. Yeah. Probably know 2 of those hopper things. Stop that. Dear Mr. Grimes, can't thank you enough for what you do for the children in these dark times. Your toys go down like a tall glass of water. We all pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still wait your visit. Our staff and of course the children are eager to finally meet our benefactor in person. So please don't hesitate. Come as soon as you are able with eternal gratitude. I mean, he's probably scared. He's probably, you know, why he hasn't met them is probably because, you know, the whole he's a fish person and doesn't probably like his appearance and doesn't want them to think less of him. But yeah, also these are very nice boats. I mean,
nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is.
But still, that's not bad. I mean, that's a nice boat.
This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
I mean, yeah, he made toy boats for children. You can't fault him for that. Yeah, it's one of those crazy situations. Well, sure, he's a member of the Isotope Order of Dagon. I'm not going to refer to it as everyone's duty, because that just sounds stupid. What was it? Everybody's just one. No, it's everyone's duty. Yeah. I'm not going to refer to it as that, because that's just stupid. But yeah. So yeah, he's a member of the Isotope Order of Dagon. Which, you know, fish people. They worship Dagon. There were some more complications with the whole Marsh family and some of them worshipping Cthulhu over Dagon, but that was more Dark Hunters of the Earth. Basically, to sum things up, they worship Dagon. They gave human sacrifices and got a bunch of greenish gold for all that. course, they made add a refinery to make it seem like, oh yeah, it's legit, they're just getting coal. And they also got, you know, food and all that. But also then they had to breed with the fish people and create more fish people, and yeah. Sort of why they're like what they are now. There was a cost to, you know, worshipping a whole deep sea entity that, I mean, I don't exactly consider Dagon to be exactly an old one. I mean, he's not exactly Cthulhu, after all. I'm sorry, what? That suddenly chimes. So, of course, that's supposed to be a jump scare or something? The Blackwood. The fuck? Okay. Now where was I? Like seriously, who the fuck's calling at 5 in the frickin' morning? I definitely got distracted with the whole Blackwood marsh. Fish camera. Look at that image. That's definitely a thing.
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
Well, obviously he's poisoning the fish.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead.
And you've been giving out all
That's
that.
troubling.
Because, I mean, we've seen the bottle upstairs, so obviously he's been poisoning the fish. It's basically me. Well, it's obviously a clear setup, because basically they're giving out free fish. Someone knows about that. Someone's poisoning the fish to make them look bad. Gunpowder, you know, as you do, just leave the gunpowder around in fish storage. Not gonna question it. That image though. Anyway, what we have? Well, this looks like a torture chamber. You know.
I have questions.
Exactly. You know, perfect. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You know, like you do, having your torture chambers in your fish markets. It's hard time to start piecing together things, you know, mind powers. Mind powers.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
Mind powers.
Just a little bit more. Hold up.
Mind powers.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
You probably shouldn't mention a name. Why'd you have to go and mention a name? That just complicates things. Now you've implemented someone else in your crimes.
Darn pests. May take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Well, guessing the first one would be, this one.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
And then he's over
Just a
here
little
doing
bit
that.
more. Oh no.
Here's it. Grimes up here, here's it. Grabs his harpoon.
Darn pests! Meditate them.
Comes down, throws harpoon.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
Indeed. That's done. All evidence collected. I'm guessing we could have potentially have missed the part downstairs. Which I'm guessing, you know, because there was like a bonus area behind a wall, question mark. So let's put things to go. We found a lab flask and the fish's pot. That does not connect. Okay, fine. Man who broke into the AOT fisher somehow connected to the university because he had a lab flask. Somehow we put that together. Oakmont is starving, and they're giving away fish. I already have to prevent famine. But the fish is poisonous. And we have nothing to really deduct that secret chamber. Anyway, let's go to our mind powers and look at our deductions. So, brought the fish provided by the EOD, considers at risk of famine, which is, you know, pretty bad. However, large quantities of possibly poisoned fish have already been distributed to the city's poor citizens. So, yeah.
You dig up anything interesting?
Or
I
you have
sure
a torture
did.
chamber down there.
Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Anna will quarter you. You're joking about that, right?
Wish I was. Anna, she's ruthless when it comes to punishing the guilty,
Well, whatever gets you off,
EOD
I
member or
suppose.
not.
That's unexpected. Huh.
Here's the thing, Grimes, I like you.
Don't worry. I won't tell her. You seem like a decent sort, Daryl. I'll make
does
something
seem
up.
like a decent sort.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Here's a little something to express my gratitude.
Mine is the torture
Take
chamber.
care now. Still, I've done wrong and I deserve to be punished. I'll stay on guard duty for the next month without a day off. You have my word.
All right. You go ahead and do what you gotta do, I
Oh
guess.
god. Game, you okay or are you crashing? Fuck, I think it's crashing. Sigh. And that was our error, because you know how much I love these Unreal Engine errors. Result failed at staff runtime windows. Yep, that's Reddit's 11 thing. Invalid dog. Okay, fine. Yay. We'll be back.
Full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking truck. That can't be true. I know this place top to bottom.
Now, Daryl, you know I'm a detective, and if you're lying, I'm going to find out one way or another.
I've got nothing to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Also, I may have accidentally chosen.
I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up.
He's probably
See
gonna
ya.
be dead.
May the sea protect you.
Or maybe not. I forget if there's even really you know, if choices really even matter in this. Oh, that plant just rendered in. All the plants are just rendering in. It's a bit creepy. Oops. He won't for his life, it's like, my bad. But, you know, it's one of those situations where you're trying to click too fast. Because you're trying to get back to where you were. I may have gone a bit past that. But oh well. Okay, we don't need a compass mark anymore. Shoot. Back to the fish market. Maybe I won't tell her that he was responsible for letting him get away. But I probably do need to tell her that, hey, the fish is freaking poisoned. That's bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure choices really don't matter in the long run. They matter slightly in the short run, but not really in the long run. In the long run, you still just gotta make the choices at the end, but yeah. Oompa Loompa.
Choose wisely.
Can you stop being inside the platform? Oh, so you probably should do this again. Come game. So there's a quick save button.
Take as much as you need.
Yeah.
It won't cost you a penny.
So what was another example? Shit, what was it? In Sound Mind, that was gonna do? That one didn't exactly crash every time, but it had issues with the fact that, well, you couldn't really save. Was it on that I couldn't really save? I think it was. It was one of those checkpoint system ones, because, you know, I really just like checkpoint system games. Especially since everything seems to crash nowadays. It's like, yeah, I want something that, you know, I can actually save manually just in case it does crash. But then Sound Mind was the problem with whole, well, I'm going to try to jump. Okay, I didn't jump. I just sort of stopped and then lost all momentum instead of jumping.
Take as much as you need.
Bravo.
It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy.
Remember,
Leave enough for
Do you want a fishy?
fish?
Do you want a fishy?
fish.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
Sea, protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know,
Well, to
but
make you
I
guys
aim to
look
find
bad,
out.
duh.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how
Yeah,
many
all
people
those
might
free
already be
fish.
affected.
Any theories on who might have done this? Any enemies?
The EOD has a lot of enemies. Wicked people that want to burn this city or drown it in blood. It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan, see, take them, or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
Yes, the KKK does not like fish people either.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
Probably bring his head here.
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still
Sounds like
bothers
she's
me.
implying this stuff, isn't it?
The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
You know what? Yeah. I'm not gonna screw him
Your
over.
guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
No. Why get Daryl killed? Daryl's just doing his thing. He doesn't know about the torture room, supposedly. By the way, what do you know about the
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I've no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up,
Why
Charlie.
is the wall not... How did he do the wall? Yeah. Make it look better. Hide it better. Anyway.
Now, refresh my memory.
We know where the
Where's
university
the university here?
I know it very well.
is. But you say though?
You were a student there, I take it.
Yes, that's right. I earned my degree there a while ago. Are you surprised?
I just wasn't expecting to see a college graduate working here is all. I never had the opportunity myself. Could say I'm a bit jealous.
You'll find that here in Oakmont, a woman can achieve much
That's
more
not
than
what I
on the
meant.
mainland. Our university has always accepted women with open arms.
See you later.
I mean, for the setting, that is a bit surprising, but...
Please, help me out.
Especially when this game gives you a warning that, hey, H.P. Lovecraft was a bit racist. That's sort of how things were back then. So now we want to go up yonder. Wait, if I put the... No, he's not going... Okay, those don't add up. So where are we at? Uh-huh. Lab flask. Uh-huh. University. I didn't tell. I did what I did. Good. Huh, lab flask. Huh. There's an icon there. It's almost like I should investigate that. But I'm not entirely sure how to investigate that. I'm not entirely sure where I would go for that. Oh, let's continue with our investigation. And head to the university. Because that seems like a net's obvious location. Stop that. Remember, Robert Thornton wants us to find Professor Harriet Down. It's gonna be a while before we find her. A while. We need to earn our place in the everyone's duty. Seriously. You know,
Best stuff in Oakmont.
rich people.
All on sale. Today only.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Oh yeah, there's what's his face over here with books, unless you laugh. What's the basis of books? You might have left. Well, we did do his quest stuff, so. Now the problem is, who do I need to talk to, Hale?
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
There it goes. Alright, well,
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
Okay. Where's Professor Westerbrook?
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
So, both transports.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
So, which one's the Department of Medicine? Apparently, that one. Do. Can I go in though? No, I can't. Huh. Okay, so Department of Medicine, right? Maybe this door. You know, they don't want to make too big a building for rendering purposes and all that. Well, that works.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind.
Flask.
You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Yeah, could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures.
Oh,
Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
Oh, well, I'll come over with that.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Well, firstly, we need to investigate. I mean, look at all that stuff. No way. I just realized something. Do I need to make anything? Yeah, pistol's fine. Revolver's fine. Machine gun's fine. I need to make a lot more hand grenades, but the game's not giving me rags at all. Could use it on one of those. But yeah, I need rags. But the game just does not want to give me those. So like, you think it would be not that hard to find a rag. I mean, seriously. By the way, the UOT's banned. All students and all staff students at the university. So if I mentioned that everyone's oh, that's what it was. Not everyone's duty. Everyone's obvious duty. That's even more stupid. Everyone's obvious duty, because it's totally obvious that's not what EOD means. I mean, seriously. It imposed current and past members as well as founding the beliefs is forbidden on university grounds of paying dismissal and or expulsion. Administration received no reports of EOD activity and outreach to guides as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. These It's dangerous at your hands. Read step-to-step reports that cannot be tolerated. Oh no, people do charity. It's so dangerous. Well, that's what it is.
The door won't budge.
No, so I have to go down to be able to go up. Oh, okay. Let's go down. I mean, obviously, though, couldn't be anything too horrible. Was that it? Apparently, that was it.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
No.
What kind of person would even touch this? And not to mention dissect it.
I mean, here's a good look at one of those things before it, you know, fades into the ground. Into a puddle. Well, so they have hands. Right. No, it's much second. I was said 22nd. I have finally received a living specimen, sadly enjoying the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome. But I think it needs a proper name. You know, the Stygian harvester thing. March 3rd, was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I've begun to seriously experiment on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poison substances at my disposal. Throws acid and electrocution, and shrieking though, it's bound to haunt me. Alright, I must begin an experiment. Quick, throw all the acids and poisons and everything at. Sure, last night I had a vision, thousands of hands wrapped around me. With the blanket, I heard the name inside my head. As it's a Stygian.
What kind of person?
Okay, that one got me, guys. Not gonna lie. That one got me. Apparently we need to be out of that room. Tripping balls now. Okay, March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. Need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. On the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue. Even one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. This is something hidden, some trait present inside our creatures, to perhaps even ourselves. We need to find volunteers. Okay, that does something. Also, by the way,
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
well, you know, you could always reanimate that. Like, literally, that's what they're planning on doing. If you think about it. Because there's these testicles, you know. Or some tripping bombs, then. But yeah, these testicles, so I'm pretty sure if we were to hit this button, you know, you probably shouldn't hit that button. I'm just saying, you shouldn't hit that button.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
You shouldn't press the button.
So very tempting.
Don't press the button. Press the button. Yeah, totally the best decision to fight that thing, wasn't it? Because we made good decisions, everyone. I didn't do that. That was all my ammo again. Oh well, we can always make more ammo. Where's my inventory? Now good. The only problem though is we still need rags. So many. Probably should have used 2 fire bombs. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're good here. Unless I need to do more investigate. Yeah. So very tempting. Like the game's like, no, you shouldn't press the button. What are you doing? And that's why you don't press the button. Anyway. Yeah, I played the lab.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
We got rid of the big one.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
So...
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
not.
I can.
But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
That's going to probably attract more of those things.
Yeah. Well, no. We'll be more careful in the future.
That too.
Your point's taken.
The problem though is how can you be more careful when those things can literally appear just out of the ground? Because, you know, they're They could just do that anyway.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long.
Fade to black.
We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
And that's all in the fish now.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
Fine.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store.
Oh yeah, a poison store.
Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
That's someone who clearly had yeah.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that.
I mean...
Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
Sure, why not?
What do you want to know?
Information.
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that once revealed will benefit all humankind.
Some secrets should stay buried, 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
Yeah, what if we had all these otherworldly entities running about?
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark
Well, it
times.
sounds more like he's the one at fault, doesn't it? Well, let's go investigate.
I'll see you later.
Investigations. What do you mean close for maintenance? I need to get in there. That's just... Oh, hi. So what, behind this door? Is that what you're saying? Stand behind that door. Okay. That's my flashlight.
The door won't budge.
We'll break the lock.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Yes, they do. Someone clearly would have had to come in here and get one of these bottles.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
The question is, who? Okay, so now where do you want me to go? Through that door? Through that door. Okay, well, I'm just trying to look around at other stuff. But apparently you want me to look through this door. Professor George Cavendish. Yeah, again, you clearly want me to look through that. Brothers and sisters, two from America. Fellow Americans, they're Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with those? How much longer will we put up with this? Apparently he really doesn't like, you know, the esoteric art of Dagon. Oh god, could he be a member of the... Is that what we're getting into? I thought that was later on. That might be later. Oh.
This should be good enough to make a decent
Made
copy.
a copy of the key. So cute. But why would you keep the evidence here? That's stupid. Well, no one said people were smart. George Cavendish. He's clearly the poison thief. He clearly has a thing against... Yeah, I don't think these are connected in any way. Yet. So wait. Have we fully... No, we haven't. We haven't fully explored this place. Because it's still yellow. It's not green yet. Which means there's still evidence to find. Hey, and we know why you mentioned about that whole Windows 7 not generating. Yeah, I had to press that button again. Fun times. There's clearly has to be more evidence. I mean, we're not on the green yet.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
And as you can see from that, he is bald. So the question though is, what is behind that door? Also, where was the last piece of evidence I missed? Wait. No, I can't just go through a wall. Huh. Yeah, I know, sure. This is sort of this would probably much and I generally finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. Or give me Cavendish's office. You can tell there's a board. I'm through with this farce. Now, that's the evidence we needed. Question is, what's this poisoned?
Can you fill me in on ricin again?
Of course. What do you need to know?
Yeah, by the way, is there an antidote?
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system,
Oh, that's great.
it's a death sentence.
Well, that's
I'll see you
perfectly
later.
Fine. Everyone's just poisoned now. Okay. Huh. So, where do I need to go now? According to students, he lives somewhere in Advent. Well, somewhere in Advent. Shit. Where do I need to go for this? City Hall, I believe. City Hall is in Advent, too. Cause yeah, it's starting to get to that point where we need to start actually remembering how to put things together. Shit, where's the closest? That way, okay. I have to remember the teleport thingies were. Or, you know, phone booths. Perp, perp, perp. Yeah. One of my problems with this game, though, is it's very overdoing the H.P. Lovecraft elements, because it's like, it's not just a esoteric order Dagon. There's like, I don't know, how many different cults in this? It's like everyone's here for some reason. I'm surprised we don't have the cult of Cthulhu. I know, yeah. I know later on there's a fire cult. And there's a cult to shove nigger off. And there's the esoteric order Dagon. So that's at least 3. There may be potentially more that I can't remember off the top of my head. But we're going to go to Advent West and we're going to see if I can remember how to look up people. I think it would be Hill. Unless I have to go to like the... Well, if he's an, you know, a citizen here, we should be able to look up in the archives in City Hall to find him. That would make sense. Gotta wait for the building to start rendering. I forgot that was the thing that happens. So,
Stop bothering me, newcomer.
okay. I just need to look in the archives. So, subjects. Citizens. After the flood. District Advent. Oop. Okay, citizen no, I have to. Citizen records, Advent. Occupation, Advent. Legal documents? No. Okay, oh, maybe I should change my evidence. Okay, so that doesn't help me really. Huh. I don't know. Like, it seems like it would be Advent, you know? He lives somewhere in Advent. Professor. Enterprises? No. Huh. Okay, well, how about if I change that to citizen records? Wait, I'm pretty sure I tried that. I'm pretty sure I tried citizen records in Advent. I guess because I didn't have the evidence chosen on the side, it didn't work. Shrug. Oh well, anyway, George Walter Cavendish, Oakmont, place of residence, Oakmont. It's the St. Michael's Road between Covington Street and Constitution Street. Flat 2, Professor of Biology, divorced. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Ah, divorce. Wait, there's probably... Like, it's like... That's probably not relevant. But it could be. It could definitely be relevant. And I think it probably is relevant if I remember right. Oh jeez, this one's gonna be fun. Okay, so Advent Central on St. Michael's Road. Well, that's Constitution. St. Botov, Constitution, here we go, St. Michael's Road. Let me just turn my head so I can read that. Constitution, and Carpenter, so basically somewhere about here. Oop. There we go, lovely. However, this has been going on, I guess, long enough.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Oh. But I was like, it almost looked like he was going to buy a paper. He did the transaction and everything, but he didn't actually take it. So anyway, I guess we'll leave off here. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.